The Steel City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Play action now with Rodgers.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. First down, Packers.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he will get into the end zone. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Green Bay.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Oh, the ball's out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Jacobs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
24-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
That's caught by Golden, right side. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down, Green Bay.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion goes Dobbs. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
Field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Love to throw it on first down. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 41 yards.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up a nice gain through the air.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Love. He's got it at the 3. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
1st and 10. Now Gainwell. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Micah Parsons getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
What's going on, guys? Oh, man, come on!
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. Throwing is Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 1. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
That one caught. He finds Golden.
When you decide to throw the ball on third and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. We'll go play action with Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 17-0, the early score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football, so they come to the line for first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on second down, Love. He's got it inside the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. On the ground, this is Warren. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. On play action, Love. Quick throw here is complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
At the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He'll work forward for a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Love to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
It's now.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
23-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
And Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. When you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass, that is a handful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
To throw is Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 49. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Rodgers now. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
On comes the punter now, and he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
A second down throw for Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And it's third
To play corner in this
down.
league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Here's Love. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Steelers' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down for Aaron. That's out wide to Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run the sneak, trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board now here in this second quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game, and we haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. They'll go play action with Love. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Love. A throw on the move is caught. 15 yards through the air. First down, Packers.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Love. This one up top for Dobbs. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Pass caught. It's Golden. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down. Now Love. He'll step up and run this. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Love to throw it on first down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it was 2 different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. On play action, Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That's Chuck Clark in from his safety spot to record the sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere.
And they blocked the kick. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. the middle with Jacobs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's Jacobs.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Jacobs. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Now Jacobs. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
He's brought down at the 31.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Green Bay.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
A gain of a yard. And a Packer first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Firing to Golden. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up Third down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard
And after that
line.
short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
The handoff to Josh Jacobs. Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's got another one. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead.
Steelers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here's Gainwell. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 15. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 40, Steelers 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Love. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Matthew Golden. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 6. Here's Love. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Packers set to kick this one away as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Austin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
We'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 15.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
A good play action with Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That was good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 47, Steelers 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. Jacobs will get it to start the 4th quarter. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target. He's not there in time to reel it in.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Rodgers. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers now. He's got his man complete to Wilson. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
That's good.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Gainwell. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
1st and 10. He finds Metcalf on the slant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's another
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Metcalf left side. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll step up and run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
First down for Aaron. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
47, Steelers 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 41, here's second and 7. On the ground, here's Wilson. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On the run, it's Wilson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Chuck Clark on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
He's taken down at the
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. Love to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On second down, Love. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Emmanuel Wilson. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead.
Steelers 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Steelers
line.
offense ready to see what they can do. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Gainwell. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Rodgers going up top again. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Micah Parsons gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
What are we doing?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
In motion goes Dobbs. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.